In this video, I'll show you how to easily create a product builder on your WooCommerce store. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so for example, I'll show you how you can create a product builder similar to this one here, right? So this is our configurable PC. So we can choose our motherboard. Let's hit next. We can choose our CPU. Again, we can hit next, and so on, right? So it's worth mentioning this middle option here. This is a non-cost option, whereas we can go ahead and pay extra for these higher end fans, right? And with the GPU, it's a similar concept, right? However, this is a no-cost option. This will cost a extra $400. However, if we choose a lower spec, this will actually knock $200 off the price. And another approach we can do is we can embed this same product builder onto any page, right? Using this method, you've got full design control over the look and feel of the page, right? So again, this is the same product builder. We can choose our options, we can go next, and then we can just go through, and then at the final stage we can just add it to our basket, check out, and pay. So if you want to create a similar setup on your WooCommerce store, the first step is to head over to aovup.com, go ahead and download the aovup product add-ons plugin. I'll leave a link in the description below, and with that being said, let's head over to our dashboard. Okay, so assuming you've already downloaded the AOV product add-ons plugin, the next step is to go ahead and configure our product builder. So I'm going to navigate over to our products. I'm going to go all products. Okay, and I just want to give you a rough overview of what we're going to do, and then I'll show you how to implement it. Right, so we've got our parent product here, which is the product builder, right, which is this one here. As you can see, there's no way for our customers to go ahead and actually configure this product. We're just showing one price. So what we're going to do is we're going to list out the individual component that goes in, well, some of the individual components that will go into this PC build as a single product. So as you can see, I've already started doing it here. For example, here I've listed a few different fans that they can choose from. I've listed a few different motherboards and CPUs and so on, right? So we just list out the different individual components. And one of the main benefits of doing it this way is that we can actually keep track of our stock, right? So for example, let's just quickly edit this product here. I'm going to add our image. And there is this one. Just save. So it's just a simple product. We just add the price for this individual component. And then next, we're going to put everything together. Right. So let's navigate over to AOVUp and then product add-ons. And we're going to click create new option set. We'll just give this a name. It's just for internal purposes. So I'll say PC build. I'm actually going to select this option here as an embed. And the reason why is we can display the options here, or we can create a dedicated page where we can embed the options for this product on that page, right? And that gives us more control over advanced styling. So for example, if we use the embed option, we can kind of embed the options into a page like this. And then obviously we can, so add our options here. So first we need to select which product you want to add this to, and it would be our builder product, right? Which is this one. So we're going to apply these options to this particular product. First, let's ask the user a question. Let's say, ask them if they want to send us their PC case or if they want to choose one from us. So this is just going to be a radio button, right? And it will say something like send in your case, and they can say yes or no, right? Or we can just leave it as yes. If they select yes, then we'll charge maybe an extra $50, for example, right? So with that price selected, we will add $50 extra to the cost of this product. So we can just hit save. In fact, before we do anything, let's create our steps. So let's add a new section, and this section would say motherboard. Let's hit save, and I want to add another section. This one will be called CPU. Let's hit save, and let's create a section for our fans. So you get the idea. You just keep building out your sections, and you don't have to do this. You can do a separator if you want, but I'm just doing a different section just to keep everything well organized. You'll see why in a second. This is outside of our section. So let's add this at the end actually. Let's drag it all the way to the end. And let's go ahead and add our motherboard options here. So we'll click products, right? Since we've added it as products. So we can just say motherboard again. All right. And then we can search for our motherboard products. Okay, so we'll search for MSI, right? And that's one. And currently it's just going to add the price of this particular product to the total cost. To add let's add the other motherboard, MSI again. However, this time I'm not going to link the price to the product. We're going to say add this option for free. And the reason being, since our customers are already paying $1,997, we want to include some options in the build for free, right? So some options is included in that price, and this is one of them. So they'll get this option for free. So let's just hit save. All right. And now we can actually move this to our motherboard section, right? And we'll do the same for CPU. So we basically just keep repeating the process. So let's go products again. Let's assume this is our lowest spec CPU. What we're going to do is we're going to decrease the price, right, if they select this option. So we're going to decrease the price by $200 if they select this option. And for this middle option here, we're going to actually set this as our free option. So it's included in the total cost. And then here we'll just link the price of that particular product, right? So let's hit save again. Okay, and we'll do it for our fans. Well, let's move this to our CPU section. Now let's create our fans. Let's go products and we'll say fans and let's go ahead. Okay, let's add a new section for this fan case, right? So let's rearrange this and then we'll add another section. We'll call this section case, right? And then we'll add a case option under here. So let's hit save. And now let's refresh this page. All right, and here we've got our PC builder, right? So we can choose the motherboard, click next, choose from our CPU, again, click next, and choose from our fans. And then we can just add it to our, well, choose our case, and then we can just add it to our basket, right? So this is our total price. If you wanted as well, you can show them the different options in which they've selected. So let's head back over to our dashboard here. All right, so let's navigate over to general settings. Here where it says total price box, we will show the price of the product and the total options, right? So let's hit save. Now let's refresh this page and we should be able to see the options in which we've selected, right? So there's $50 worth of options here. Okay, we can see that we've paid this much in different options, and we can customize the design as well of our products. So let's do that now. Let's navigate back over to our option sets. Let's select this PC build, which we've just created. All right, and let's go ahead and change this option here for our motherboard. Let's go design. All right, and we'll show 2 items per row. Okay, let's hit save and let's see how that looks on the front end. So now let's refresh this page, right? And this looks much more neater, right? And we can even remove the image as well. We can add conditional fields and so much more. I'll leave a list or a playlist which goes into more depth about how to actually use and customize this particular plugin. Before we wrap up this video, I'll show you how you can quickly embed this option onto a dedicated sales page. So let's head over to our dashboard again. Let's navigate back to our general settings. And here where it says PC build, there's this shortcode option here. So we can just copy this shortcode and then we can add a new page, or whether it's a blog post, whatever it is. And then essentially we can just paste in our shortcode here, and then we can design the content around this shortcode option. So we'll publish this. Let's view the page, right? And here, as you can see, you can be as creative as you want, right? So we can choose our options. We can select next, just go through the process, and then they'll be able to check out on the final step.